up, YouTube? Welcome back. I'm sorry I haven't dropped a video in like 2 weeks. I know everybody's like, where TDB at? Where's no video? We ain't got no update. But I got sick. I got the flu, and I had to go get my car fixed again. And then it was just it was a lot going on, and I just wasn't able to get the video pushed out as quickly as I would have liked. We are bringing some more folks on our team, for the channel team at least, so it'll make it a little bit easier for me to keep everything streamlined, so y'all don't get no hiccups. But I mean, like, bear with me now. I think we've hit almost every single, before last week, every single week for like 60, 70 something weeks or something like that. So look, cut me a little slack, cut me just a wee bit of slack. This is gonna be a full on major market breakdown, because it is Thursday. We are nearing the end of the week. I mean, we'll go through a few things here, but I am gonna do the full real Sunday breakdown dropping on Sunday this week. So guys, just be ready for that. This video is more to shed a little bit of light on the challenge that we're doing. So we're doing $20 to 100K. Now, oops, my phone. I started it a couple of weeks ago. Let me go over here, so I can go to my other account, so I could just share my screen over here. Will it let me do that? No, I might need to bring it up on I gotta bring it up on the Trade Locker web real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Just skip like 5 seconds up. Share this tab instead. Okay, so you guys can see here. Let me go to close positions, and you guys can get the full history, all $71 total. I did like a $30 withdrawal off of like the first or second week. That's because there was a really big trade, and proportional. It's not a trade that I would like take a whole bunch of times throughout this challenge here, so I didn't feel like it was fair for me to leave it in there. So I took the $30. That was it was like $34 trade. I took $30 out, and all the other trades are, regular proportional, not over leveraging, or not. It was a gold trade, and we're not really trading gold much with this. I didn't realize the account that I was on when I took it, and I just kind of was never minding it. But luckily it didn't wipe the account out. It had actually doubled it. But like I said, I took that out. If we go to the balance, I'm pretty sure it'll show us where I took that out there. This is a bunch of trading fees. I thought it did. It does on my phone. Am I tweaking? I might be tweaking. It's all good though. You can see all the closed positions. I think, yeah, this is that right here. Had to basically withdraw that out, and we've been building up since then, as you can see. This is all the trades total on the account so far. I don't know exactly. I have to check on the journal and see exactly what my win rate is to this point. But I mean, as you can see, it's pretty high. There's a lot of these moves here. They're decently sized moves, but it's a smaller account, so of course they're not gonna account for as much on the chart. Like this right here, just a little $2, almost 1-to-1 trade here. But let me go on TradingView and show you guys, just to give you some context of where some of the last few trades came from. So this we took some wins on AD Chef. I think we closed out just around this area here. After it dumped for us, it's starting to come back to this level, and I sort of like this level here. So I've already actually opened another, as you can see over here. Let's go back. Or not, or actually I didn't open another AD. I did open it, just not on the challenge account. I have other accounts. I opened like 6 or 7 positions, I believe, on AED Chef already. Now I haven't gone like my full sizing for that specific account, just because I feel like it does have a little bit of teetering to do. We could sweep these highs here. There's probably some stop losses in this area, so we do get pushed higher. I won't be mad at it. And our mark off regime probability filter is saying we will probably get some bullishness from here. So if you are watching this video today on Thursday, June 25th, at any point, or June 26th, you'll probably get a better entry than what I have. But for the challenge account, we're in AUDNZD, just because it's a little bit. You can see already with the regime filter, it's a little more mixed from a bear standpoint. We're not seeing as much of a bullish push coming next, so that's part of why I like it. Also, AUD sort of moves with, not always, but with gold, and NZD. Typically a safe haven asset, moves more with the US dollar. We have the US dollar going higher, gold going lower. It gives us a pretty cool selling opportunity for AUD and NZD. From a fundamental standpoint, I wish that I was paying more attention when price got right here, because I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it started trying to give up. Our indicator started to give up selling opportunities here, but they didn't work out. So I kind of just looked away from the asset for a few days, for like almost a week, and then Monday, I think it was, I was like, well, I thought about it. I really just thought about it. I hadn't even looked at the chart. I was like, AUD NZD is probably sorry, still a little sick. AUD NZD is probably a good opportunity for a swing trade to the downside, just based on current conditions. Now, if we do break higher here, then if we actually do start trickling higher here, then I'll go ahead and cut this trade, take a small little loss. It's fine. But to go back towards the challenge that we are here to talk about, essentially the goal is to do about, sounds going crazy, the goal is to do about 10% a week. Now, once we start growing the account bigger and bigger, that will start to come down. The goal is to show you guys how to get to a point in where 1 to 3% a month is, supporting your lifestyle. Now, of course, 1 to 3% a month on a $20 account is too slow of growth. So we're doing about 10% a month is the goal, or 10% a week is the goal, and we did like 17% last week. So I've been kind of chilling. We did like an 8.5% already this week so far. Let's see. Yeah, we've done about 8.5%, something like that this week. This trade is likely going to make up the rest of that. For the most part, I try not to hold trades too long, because when the account is smaller, the fees add up. It adds up to more of a percent of your actual balance. So I'm trying not to hold them too long. But this one, I'm probably gonna just let ride out. Because I think once we do get to this level, we'll probably melt through there and end up pushing a lot deeper. So this is probably gonna be one of those trades that we just kind of trail stops for a while, and I'm cool with that. It looks like gold wants to kind of go lower and stay lower. Inflation's pretty sticky, but manageable, I guess. And we know the Fed is. We're pricing right now. We're like everything's kind of pricing in one hike this year rather than a cut or a bunch of cuts, which is kind of what led markets into the environment that we're in now. Where stock market's a bit overpriced, gold stretched out metal stretched out. Small caps kind of just consolidated, things like that. So it's really just a matter of being patient from here, and letting these environments play out. We see the moves, we see where everything's going. Now, not with 100% certainty. Trading carries high risk, and I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll just cut a small loss and move on to the next setup. But for the most part, when you're tapped into the fundamental flows of everything, it makes it a lot easier to understand why the chart is doing what it's doing. So I'm gonna drop my free chat in the description. We do send some of the trades to the free chat. I'm not gonna lie, we don't send all of them, but we do send a lot of other information outside of direct trades, biases and analysis and things like that, so you guys can implement all of that into your trading. But we are sending every single trade for the challenge into our VIP chat. My VIP chat only costs $4 a month, so you guys can get in there and follow along with the challenge and grow your own 100K account. Or you can have a bigger account and take bigger trades and grow it to something else. But the goal here is to show you guys that the power of compounding is real. Time and patience, it really does pay off. And I want to show you guys firsthand. This is my first like publicly tracked account that I'm doing, and I'm gonna just kind of show you guys the ups and downs. I'm not gonna win every single trade. I'm gonna take some losses along the way. That's just kind of how it goes. But you guys are gonna see how I'm managing the losses, how I recover from the losses, how the losses even occur. Like, how could somebody as awesome as me lose a trade? It's possible, and that's just simply due to the fact that there's other people out there with more money than me, and they're able to cause things to go a little bit awry on the chart, even when all else points the opposite direction. And that just happens, and it's a matter of not over risking or not over leveraging, so that when those things happen, it doesn't mess you up. That's why I'm able to grow a $20 account, from and make about what, $70 is the full P&L, I think. Yeah, like $71 off a $20 account. If you can't do that, like if you can't grow something really, really small into something big, you're not really ready to manage the big money, because it's all the same, and you need to understand that by trading these small numbers, small levels. And then when you get those 100K, 200K accounts, you realize, oh snap, like I can take that same exact trade I was taking on a $20 account, TP around the same area, just take a bigger trade proportional to my account size, and you'll be doing the same thing, making 1 to 3 to 5% in a week or even a month is good. You just gotta scale it up. All right. So this is what this little series is to do. I started did this as like a mini series on TikTok and Instagram and everything, but I decided, let's just do like a full blown long form series on it. So I'm gonna probably do some like trade breakdowns in between. I might start the camera up before I take my next trade and kind of walk you guys through before I take it, and kind of do little stuff like that. And then like if there's certain assets that you like and genuinely wanna trade or want to see traded in this challenge, let me know in the comments, and might get an entry on it. And now, no guarantees, might get an entry on it. All right, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.